Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing amazing. And if you are, great. Because today I'd like to cover a topic that's kind of sensitive. And it's something that we should all hear about. Quick question. What exactly is mental health? Well, for your information, mental health can be defined as a person's condition with regards to their psychological and emotional well being. Introductions aside, we can finally move on to the main topic. Now, some of you may have already been wondering, what do I mean by the title of this video? What is the mental health crisis? Well, let me break it down for you. So, turns out the state of mental health around the world is currently deteriorating. Around 1 billion people are currently living with mental health disorders. That's already an eighth of the total population on Earth, an extremely high and concerning number. Now, the main culprit for this crisis is what I'd like to call burnout. Burnout is unfortunately something that most, if not all of us, will or have experienced in our lives. Burnout comes as this nagging feeling of exhaustion, sometimes not even physically, but mentally and emotionally too. Have you ever had that day where you wake up tired, when you go through your day on autopilot, and when you start doing the things that you once loved, they suddenly feel like a chore? Well, that's what I like to call burnout. In this fast-paced world, we're expected to always be productive, to always be connected, and to always be turned on. School deadlines pile up, work demands never seem to end, and social media is pressuring us to compare our daily lives with everyone else's highlight reels. This non-stop cycle drains us of our motivation, leaving very little room for rest or self-reflection. You want to know the scariest part of all this? Burnout doesn't just happen overnight. No, it disguises itself as hard work or dedication, but actually, you're overwhelming yourself. You're exhausting yourself. You're becoming numb to your own emotions. Even talking to your closest family or your closest friends, it feels empty. It feels dull, like it has no meaning. And this is where the mental health crisis begins. Not because people are weak, but because our own environment doesn't provide us with balance. The effects of this crisis are very far-reaching, be it academically, professionally, or just in our daily lives. Burnout leads to declining performance, loss of concentration, and lack of motivation. Some people are starting to fall behind, not because they're stupid, not because they're incapable, not because they're poor or anything like that. No, their minds are simply exhausted. What was once manageable now becomes overwhelming, and even the smallest failures, they feel like the biggest mistakes of their lives, an irreversible damage, something they can't fix. Emotionally, burnout is far more severe. It can cause anxiety, depression, frequent feelings of hopelessness, and some people try to isolate themselves from friends, family, all for the sole reason of being too ashamed of meeting them, deeming themselves unworthy for basic human interaction. Now, this isolation further feeds into the problem. It creates a negative feedback loop where bad mental health feeds to worse burnout. And the end result, at worst, people can lose their will to live. For a crisis of this scale, yet this obscure, finding a solution is impossible. So unlikely that it probably won't even happen in the next 1,000 years. But we can still try. Individually, we may not make a difference, but slowly but surely, if we pass around even the tiniest bit of kindness, tiniest bit of recognition, just caring for each other in general, even though it sounds cliche or overused, it's the best solution we have. For those of you who are suffering this crisis personally, I have a few words to impart to you. Please, I implore you, please just ignore all the distractions in your life. Be happy. Find your own happiness. Ignore what everyone else says. Pursue your own dreams, your own way, and don't let anyone stop you. Even if you fall down, you can just get back up. You are strong, but still, feeling weak sometimes is a good thing. Thank you for listening, and good morning, good evening, and good night.